Hello and welcome. This is Gigi, and this is a weekly tarot reading for my Libras for the week starting June 20th, 2016. And if you'd like to have a private reading from me, you can send me an email at gigileetarot@gmail.com. You can also subscribe to my channel. I would be very appreciative. And thank you for those who subscribed already, and welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you all for your likes, your shares, your comments, your private messages. It truly means a lot to me. And I also posted below the video where you could find me on social media as well. And now, my Libras, on to your reading. I want you to know that prior to recording your reading, I meditate and ask Spirit for guidance, and I shuffle the cards as well. So let's see what we have in the past position this week. We have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. And I'm doing my reading differently than usually. Okay, this week will be past, present, and future, just because I'm a little bit late. And I want to make sure that I send those as soon as possible for you guys. So the Four of Pentacles in the past position. Interesting. Okay. Some of you may feel a little bit insecure. Okay. It could be about your finances. I mean, your second house ruler, which is the money that you make, is going retrograde. Okay. So Mars is in retrograde in Scorpio. So maybe you want to keep the money in your pocket, okay, or maybe you have some concern of spending some money, okay. But also Pentacles sometimes represent other things than material gain. They could represent time. So maybe you are more tired than usual because again you're not, there's an energy that you may feel restricted because of this energy in your second house. Mars is ambition, is drive. And because it's the ruler of your second house, you're maybe now more retrieved. Okay, maybe now you're more about maybe some time off, not spending too much money, staying home, being quiet. It could be that energy here right now in the past. But I think it's the best thing to do right now. Okay, especially with your second house ruler retrograding. But this will be the last week of Mars retrograding. After it will go forward. So just know that if you're able to, and I think I've been saying that for some of my Libras, not to be spending too much money or energy on things, or just to try to have this how can I say this, mostly what I wanted to say is the Four of Pentacles. It could be other people asking you to do something, okay? And where it give you some type of, a position, or it create an obstacle or challenge, I should say, where you're like, oh, I don't want to do that right now for them, or I don't want to do that for that person. I'm just going to, become not available, keep my time for myself and not just to give anybody anything. And sometimes it's like this energy is the best thing to do. And let's see what we have in the present position for you this week. The Hierophant. Interesting. I mean, the Hierophant is a major arcana, okay? And it's in the present position here. In the astrological belt, it represents Sagittarius, okay? You have a lot of energy related to Sagittarius. I mean, you have the sun is in your ninth house. It's in Gemini. Your ruler, Venus. Actually, wait, before I say that. No. Venus is not in Gemini. It's actually now in Cancer. But we have Mercury in Gemini. So you have a lot of energy in your ninth house. And we know that there will be a full moon in Sagittarius this week. Okay? So Sagittarius for you is your third house. Okay? Third house is the house of communication. It's also the house of effort. Here I feel that, you may be in a position where you have to, to mediate between two sides of a story, or maybe two people, or, you may be in the middle. Okay? But here it's asking you to make, to give the right advice, okay? Because the full moon in your third house, it's about you expressing yourself, having clarity, giving clarity. So you may be in a position here this week to actually maybe resolve a conflict that has to do with your extended family. It could be your neighbor, it could be your own family, it could be cousin or people that are like family. Maybe you should go in that direction. You should try to resolve some type of conflict or maybe misunderstanding. I say this because there's a lot of energy in your third house. And it's your third and your ninth house. Okay, so you have a lot of energy in your ninth house with the sun and Mercury. And then the house opposite to that, you have this full moon and you have also Sagittarius. Okay, so it's about communication and it's about doing the right thing. So either you will be the one who have to step up and communicate clearly and have a better communication with your extended family, your roommate, and things of that nature. Or maybe you need help in having that communication. You need to do the right thing. You need, the Hierophant, it's about having a certain maturity to do those things in order to help other people. Okay? And sometimes it's also connected to spirituality. So there could be some type of karmic lesson that is happening for some of my Libras where you have to do something that normally you may not want to, or you may not see why you would be the one in that position to do that if you haven't been involved or the conflict doesn't concern you or you feel a certain way. It's asking you to put yourself in that position this week, especially with the full moon. Okay, but let's see what we have in the position of the future outcome this week. We have the King of Swords. Ooh, you're very strong. You will be very strong. It's going to be a great week because you'll be back in your authority. Okay, if you have some type of insecurity or you were not feeling maybe valued or appreciated, there will be something that will, put you in a different direction. Okay, the King of Swords, as you could see here in the future, is turning his back at the Hierophant and the Four of Pentacles, but it's just because he's trying to defend something. When we see the King of Swords in this position, especially with the swords, it's because you're defending something. So you may be the one, like I said, in a position to defend someone else. Maybe you have to defend yourself. Maybe you have to defend your position. But, I just want to warn you here because the King of Swords is a little bit harsh in the delivery. Okay, and mostly my Libras are very diplomatic, but with all this energy going on, maybe you may say something a little bit harsher. Try to remember here, okay, that the delivery is important, that you're in a great position. Actually, you're an authoritative decision. So if there's a conflict or anything, you will be proven right, or you will be able to see who's right. But it may not be important who's right. Like I said, with this energy between the third and the ninth house, it's about doing the right thing. Okay? But, if you need to defend someone, then do it. Okay? But just be mindful of your words this week. I'm going to end this reading here for you, my Libras. Let me know how this resonates with you. Leave me comments. Until next week, send you lots of kisses. I love you.